And our political insider joins us live in the studio. We say insider because we usually have Tony May with us, but Charlie Giroux is with us now.
And a few words about Tony, if you will.
Well, first of all, Tony is undergoing a medical procedure today. He'll be out for a few days, and we will miss him a lot here on the set over the course of the next couple of weeks as we hope, has a very speedy recovery from his surgery. But I just say this about Tony. You know, we break a few lances here on the air. You guys always encourage that, by the way. But when we're off the set, Tony is as good a friend as anybody could hope to have, and one of God's gifts to mankind, and I mean that very sincerely. People often say to me, I know you guys go at it on the air, but I can tell you're friends, and it's nice that it comes across, because I think the world of him, and he has always been a good friend.
And so do we.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Get well soon, Tony, and as soon as you're ready, you're welcome right back here on the set. But we're going to keep it a little personal, and we're going to turn our attention now to you. Some changes in the governor's office. A longtime friend of yours, Kevin Harley, is now joining your firm and leaving the governor's
Kevin
office.
is leaving as the governor's both communications director and press secretary, something that quite bluntly has been a long time in the making, about 25 years to be precise, because in addition to the profound professional respect that I have for Kevin Harley, he's also one of my closest friends, if not my closest friend, the godfather to my daughter, and somebody that I've talked about being in business with for a long time, and we at Quantum Communications couldn't be happier that the governor's loss is our gain.
I know it is the governor's loss. I know he'll be upset to see him go.
Yes, he will, but you'll be happy.
Well, and the governor's been very clear. I mean, Kevin Harley is one of the governor's most trusted, loyal, and longtime advisors, allies, and counselors, and it's going to be a big loss to the corporate administration, but Kevin's going to continue to help the campaign while he's at Quantum Communications, as we all will, and we think it's a win-win situation for everybody.
Great. Congratulations on that.
Yes, congratulations. Let's turn our attention to Attorney General Kathleen Kane. She had announced today that she will challenge a proposed merger between U.S. Airways and American Airlines. Her and 5 other attorneys general here in the United States are doing this. Any thoughts on that?
I haven't had a chance to look behind the curtain on this one yet. There have been a lot of challenges to these types of mergers before. I assume it's on antitrust grounds. That gets to be pretty complicated and tricky litigation. Generally speaking, there are settlements in these kinds of things. I don't know the particulars of her action at this point, but it'll be interesting to watch and follow.
Okay, now another political football that we see thrown around on the statewide level has to do with sentencing of low-level offenders, is what they're called a lot of times. Non-violent offenders, right? That's the term. Attorney General Eric Holder now saying it's time to stop treating low-level drug offenders like drug kingpins, lessening their sentences, freeing the jails, in other words, loosening that burden. What do you think that move is all about?
Well, Eric Holder, who hasn't been able to find much support across the aisle on very many issues, may find some on this. There are a number of folks, conservative Republicans, especially of the libertarian variety, who think that the sentencing guidelines that have been put into place over the past 20 or 30 years in the name of, quote, being tough on crime, have hamstrung judges and have taken away their discretion. And what we've ended up doing is costing the taxpayers an inordinate amount of money, in effect warehousing nonviolent people who ought to be sentenced in ways that they can still be productive to society.
And it happens here in Pennsylvania.
It does.
And it comes up a lot.
And there's a lot of bipartisan conversation now about rethinking how we sentence nonviolent offenders. I personally one that doesn't think that jail is the best place always for nonviolent offenders.
Right. His stance is let's get them in, short sentences, rehabilitate, and then get them back out there. It'll, in essence, save the taxpayer a lot of money.
And as I say, he may find on this one that he's got some appeal beyond his narrow party borders.
All right. We wish you good luck in your new venture,
Yes,
and also our best to Tony May, who will be right back here just as soon as he can. He's recovering from a little operation that he's had.
So,